Hey, welcome back. Now that is an amazing party. And of
Yeah.
course, you can hear them giving a shout out to Galaxy TV. Just so you know, you want us to cover your event, you can always go to our social media platforms also to indicate your events. And of course, we'll tell you the necessary things you need to put on board for us to come for the coverage. Okay, so let's get into what we're talking about today. Today, we're talking about mental health. And of course, we're talking about how young ladies can stay healthy. So we're gonna be merging the two. We'll be discussing that today because unfortunately, our guest had to cancel at the last moment. But trust me, it's still going to be fun. So I think I want to direct the first question to Gratitude because you're Gen Z. Yeah, why did you
Mm-hmm.
tell like that? You know, we'll put you on the spot. You know that, right?
That's
Okay.
fine.
So a lot of Gen Zs will
Mm-hmm.
be like every little thing is connected to their mental health, and
Yeah.
sometimes it has is now more like an excuse not to do things. It's now more like an excuse to maybe be lazy. Maybe it's now more like an excuse to just want only the comfortable things of life.
Mm-hmm.
And I know a lot of people say is upbringing from the home and all of that, but I've seen where there's a good upbringing at home, but somehow you just see that they become incorrigible. They don't want, they become impossible to correct. So
Mm-hmm.
what do you think is the real problem? Speaking with, your generation, what do you think is the real problem? Why they're always like, please, my mental health, my mental health. And truthfully, it has nothing to do with that.
Yeah. First of all, I would address the issue of prioritizing their mental health. When it comes to these topics, we have to look at the positive side and the negative side.
Uh,
And I think we're focusing more, from what you said, you focus more on the negative side. But the positive angle is that we all have to prioritize our mental health
uh,
for us to be in the appropriate place of reasoning to make the right decisions. And how do you prioritize your mental health? Being in the right circle, pushing out information that you don't need. You don't have to take all information into your system.
uh,
So when they push off some of this wrong information that would affect their mental health, they pass off as being rude
uh,
because they're trying to shut out the negative angle. So I really don't think it's them being having unruly behavior, like you put it. They're
uh.
just prioritizing their mental health.
So if
Everybody wants to
if
do that.
if I may ask, like I said,
Mm-hmm.
yes, prioritizing your mental health is important. Very,
Yeah.
very important. But like I said, it's more like an avenue from research. It's more like an avenue for them to be lazy. It's more like
Mm-hmm.
an avenue for them to push away the values and morals. That is why we have less values and morals from the generation. And the excuse is, please, I'm just protecting my mental health. But to be honest, they can't, some of them can't even work in fact, what am I saying? Most
Yeah.
of them can't last in a workplace, in a
Mm-hmm.
workspace.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them are quite very disrespectful. They feel it's outspokenness,
Mm-hmm.
but that's been disrespectful. And at the end of it is, please, I was just maintaining my mental health. You can't come and mess with
Mm-hmm.
my mental health. But truthfully, they are actually wrong. Protect your mental health, but you should know better how to go
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah. So speaking from that angle, I think we really need to address that because
Uh-huh.
most of them are banking on the fact that they need their mental health to be in a very good mental space,
Mm-hmm.
avoiding pressure at workplace,
Mm-hmm.
using that as an excuse to be lazy for these people.
Mm-hmm.
And when you think about it, you find that most of them might have like a background issue, maybe from home they were not corrected by their
Oh,
parents
okay.
to have this push, still
To
working
want to do
under
more.
pressure. Mental health is different from being good at your job. And
Yeah.
when you're at your workplace, you need to still work under pressure. To
Mm-hmm.
go for interviews, they'll ask you such questions.
Mm-hmm.
So they need to come to this realization that it's part of life.
Mm-hmm.
But when it becomes too much, there are ways that you'll be pressured at work that for your mental health, you just have to stay out of that space. I want to
Mm.
advise you to stay in that space. But
Hmm.
if it is at the level where you can still manage or the appropriate level, the normal pressure at work that we all know, then
Mm-hmm.
why not?
Why not? You give it a
Yeah.
go.
I was going to, come into that,
Mm-hmm.
talking about mental health, really. Um, like she said,
Yeah.
we use that excuse of, I want to protect my mental health.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to see it as an excuse. I
Mm-hmm.
want to see it in a different manner. I
Yeah.
want to say it's probably really important to
Prioritize your
protect
mental
your
health.
mental health.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's sometimes you find yourself in a space of people that are really, doing the wrong things around you or saying wrong things to you. It's not everybody that can manage some kind of words.
Yeah.
Okay. I could come to you now and, like I said, I don't body shame people. But there's some people that cannot handle being body shamed.
Yeah.
And that, of course, is going straight to your mental status. And for me, you can actually stay away from such a person to protect your mental health. So bringing it back to work, like you rightly said, and she rightly said, there's some people that want to use it, like, I want to protect my mental health. I want
no pressure,
no
please.
pressure.
Yeah.
That's being lazy. If it's a thing you can handle, I mean, that's why you're in the workplace. Like you said, during your interviews, I mean, most HRs, most companies ask, can you work under pressure? Okay. So if you say yes, then you should be able to face that pressure when you want to work. Stop using mental health as an excuse. But then again, if you find yourself around some people where you work in your workplace that are not using, they're overusing their boss rights. Okay, I don't know how to put it. Yes, this person is a boss, and then not speaking to you rightly the way he or she should speak to you. I think that also can affect your mental health. Yes. And I think there's a way to approach that. Not wanting to work. Because not wanting to work is being lazy.
Yes, and just an excuse.
It's an excuse. But who needs a boss?
Okay, so I would say something as regards away from that. Actually, I wanted to talk about screen time, but we'll be going on a commercial break. Actually, I wanted to talk about screen time because a lot of Gen Z will be like, mental health. Well, we're talking about mental health, but I feel like staying away from your phone, social media, it's another good way to protect your mental health. But trust me, not for the Gen Z. They are with their phone. They are on TikTok. Even in the car, in the bus, like any small shenanigan happening. What's trending? What's going on? Is that protecting mental health? Anyways, we'll come back to that one. Let's quickly go for a commercial break. And of course, we'll come back to put gratitude together on the sports. Like your phones, aren't they also messing up with your mental health? So let's quickly go for this commercial break. We'll be right back to the studio. So we're still talking about mental health, and now we want to go to the screen time. And yes, we've already been talking about it, but I just want to continue with that here. Like I said, a lot of people go through their phone. I go through my phone, right? But I have a timing for it. You can't see me just on my phone every time. And when I go through my phone, I go through social media, but I also try to look at things that can help me grow, can make me, sit among people and I'm sounding very, very smart. You understand? People like, let's say maybe you want to have a meeting with someone like Tony Elumelu. There's some level of intellect you have to be able to sit with him and you have a conversation for 1 hour. Such a person, if you don't have a conversation that could tickle his brain or prick his brain, he will leave you there and just probably give you some money and you leave. But if you can sit with them for long, they will strike a business deal, they will do all of that. So I'm bringing it to the fact that most Gen Zs, yes, I know, like you said, it's financial stability. They want to make money, they want to do all of this, no matter how fast and, quick it is, but legitly, but they want it fast. But how about the brain? And I'm talking about the social media, because social media is another space that is very unhealthy, but also healthy. So do you think social media is also part of the reasons why most Gen Z mental stability is a bit shaky, or it's even helping them to, like you said, manage their stress? Do you think that?
I would say social media is also a contributing factor to affecting the way they act, using mental health as their excuse. But in their defense, not all Gen Zs who are on their phone are on social media. Most of them are just working. Even after even with their 9 to 5, they have their remote jobs they still do online. So when you see most of them with their phones, either they are working or they are doing research or... Did
you say most?
Course. Yes.
Of Gen Zs?
Yeah.
No, I doubt that.
Yes, I am a Gen Z, so I'll tell you.
I doubt that, because the Gen Zs are the ones on the social media comments. They are the one posting stuff.
That's why I didn't say all, most of them. They would definitely be the bad eggs. I don't want to call them bad eggs, but those ones that still engage in shenanigans, like the ones you said, comment section, throwing shades and all of that. But still, for most of them, that could also be a means to unwind, not the trolling on social media now,
better.
but engaging on social media, viewing posts, following trends and all of that. It could be a means to unwind. So we would not generally say it's all bad.
Okay.
The real question is, engaging on social media, does it have anything to do with Gen Z's mental health?
Yes, it does. I mentioned it earlier, both positive and negative. The positive aspect is that it helps them unwind, and not all of them engage in shenanigans. They are probably working or in a course, furthering a course online, or then speaking for the negative parts. Engaging too much on social media will affect them because they will become lazy. They would not want to do more. They would just want to be confined to their space, following trends and all of that, like she earlier mentioned. So yeah.
Okay, so following trends on social media, is it a bad thing for Gen Z?
It's not. It's not.
Yeah,
it's
because
fine.
in Gen Z, I want to know, really, is it bad?
No, it's not bad.
But if you're following negatively, it could turn out to be bad.
Yes, that would be negative, yes. And doing too much of it. Yes.
Okay, so just to talk about, just to give little tips before we go for another tip about, just to give us the main tip on how to keep your mental health stable and healthy. There are some few tips here which would actually help. I think it's even a bit different from the one we'll be playing. The first one is prioritizing your mental health, and the second one is too much regular screening is bad. You have to limit the time you are on your screen or you are with your phone. The ultraviolet rays and everything is so much, and the kind of vibrations that we get from our phone, like they say medically, can actually, it's one of the reasons why we have the rampant rate of cancer in our body. And also you have to maintain a healthy, balanced diet. You have to stay hydrated, drink a lot of water. And another thing I even like to say to people is, when you go through Google, there are different colors of urine that indicate what is wrong with you. Sometimes you could just be dehydrated. Sometimes it could even show that you have an infection, different things. There's the amber, there's the clear, there's the normal color, there's the green color. So you have to be very careful. So you could go Google and know which one. That is one of the things that could help. That's why we have Google right there. And also you have to, okay, I'm going to skip that part. Get adequate sleep, limit screen time, and practice good posture. When you're sitting down, when you're working on your system, like I always say, don't slouch. You're not supposed to slouch. You're supposed to sit upright when you know you're always on your system and you're typing or using your desktop. Another one is avoid smoking and excess alcohol. It's not good for the body. And pay attention to your body. Treat your body like it's your own and you want it to last long for you. You and your body are one. Anyways, with that note, let's quickly go for a short break and go for tips on mental health stability, and we'll be right back to talk about the tips on how young ladies can stay young and healthy. We'll be right back. Back, you're still watching Women's Corner. Well, would that you just had that tips for a good mental health, but I would like to throw the floor to my co-host to add one or two things. So who's going to say something? Patricia, you have something?
I'm just going to add to the tips for some definition. Okay, she had mentioned fantastic tips, but I just thought that there's one or two more we have to add from Gen Z to realize and use these tips to help your mental health. Okay, so she said get regular. She didn't say that. Okay, get regular exercises, maybe for just 30 minutes, take a walk around, to relax your brain, and then set goals and priority for yourself. Yeah. It is very important. When you set goals and priorities, you won't find yourself in a space that you're not supposed to be because you want to meet those goals. And then practice gratitude. She's sitting here. Practice gratitude. Try to practice gratitude at all times. And then focus on positivity. Yeah. Don't say, okay, because someone is naked, and it looks like she's being naked, she's having followers and she's making it, and you want to be naked. No, that's not your space. Focus positively and then stay connected. Stay connected to the positive thing of life. That's what all. Gen Z, if you ask me.
Yeah, it would.
Do you have something else to add? Gen Z, baby.
Okay. So for me, I would say they should also, like Patricia has already said, they should also learn to take themselves out of a space that will make them feel less, prioritize their mental health, their self-care, make sure they do the right exercises, eat good fruits, not just food, because most of them now eat junks, cakes and all of that. Eat fruits
Take
as
me
well.
to Chinese restaurant.
Eating pizza and chicken is not balanced diet. Let me tell you, Gen Z. Eat fruits, good fruits, and stay healthy. Yes.
Okay, thank you for that one.
Okay, so let me go further.
Okay.
So, we have the 5 things that could actually constitute mental health. Okay, and so these 5 things could be duration, distress, dysfunctional, and danger and diffusion. So these are the 5 things that actually could cause you mental health. So stay away from the diffusion, duration, distress, dysfunction, and danger. Stay away from danger.
Yes, in fact, to sum this up, in fact, no, I'm making that wrong get from here. Anyways, to sum this up is we have things that can that mental instability can result to in people. So while we're giving the advice, we need to tell you what you need to be careful of, because when your mental health is not stable, it could lead to depression, and there are signs that shows that you're having a mental breakdown, that shows your mental health is at stake. Let me use the Gen Z word. You need to now protect your mental health. So if you even have people around you and you notice these things around them, make sure you try to help them. When you see someone who is always feeling sad or always irritated by people, you know that that person needs help. Maybe talk to the person, make friends with the person or something. Then if you notice that the person has, that this is someone that's close to you, this pattern of sleeping has changed. Someone who naturally sleeps from 8 or 9 and wakes up by 3 or 4, now sleeps by 1, sleeps by 12, and wake up by 3 or 4, can't sleep again. There's a problem there. You need to find out why is that. Also, if the person start having change in appetite, somebody that you know loves rice, like someone like me that loves rice, then one day you see me eating beans, the following day I'm eating beans, please come and check on me. Something is going on. Then also, if you find someone who has difficulty in concentrating or making decisions, is also a possible sign of mental breakdown. Or somebody who has this feeling of worthlessness or excessive guilt. You have to check that too. You shouldn't be feeling guilty about everything every time. Sometimes own it. Sometimes say no. Don't always say yes. I think there's one author that was on this show, I think last week, where she said, sometimes you have to say no. Don't always say yes. Another one says, increased anxiety, every small little thing. When they say, please, I would like to see you just after 5 minutes. That 5 minute space where the person gets to see you, you're already wondering, what did I do wrong? Hey, what's going to happen? That shows another breakdown that you have to be careful of. Then when you see someone who withdraws from friends, from family, from social activities, always alone, that's another sign. Then, of course, the last part where you know this is a cry for help is someone who always has this thought of harming themselves or committing suicide. And we say no to suicide. Then that time, please don't even wait till that time. Just do something if you have somebody around. Yeah, do something. It's very, very important. So now let's switch because of our time. We have a few minutes to go. Let's talk about health. Now, there's one thing I noticed, not just about Gen Z now, so we're doing general for young women. There's something I noticed most women don't do. And I'm sure if I ask us here, probably none of us have even done that this year. How many of us have seen our gynecologist this year? Have you seen your gynecologist this year?
Yes, I have.
Go girl!
That's personal.
So you didn't just walk into the guy.
I did.
No,
there was an issue.
No,
I did.
That's a good one.
You're
Yeah.
different.
Yes, you need to see your young ladies. It's not until you start feeling itching or one foul smell. No. See your, in fact, it's even worse. Some people don't even know what a gynecologist is. And who a gynecologist is, rather. And some people don't even have a gynecologist. They don't even have a personal doctor. Somebody they can talk to. And person will say, okay, I have somebody you can go and see. You need it. It's very important. Young ladies, do not forget that. I'll add one more, and of course I'll ask them what else that they think young ladies don't really do, but they need to do. Okay, so another significant one is, okay, I need to get something very different. Well, I guess it's still the same thing. Balanced nutrition. Most Gassis already said pizza, shawarma, chicken, turkey. What did you call it? Chips.
Can you just got me chips?
I'm sorry.
It's not balanced diet. It is not. It is not. They will always tell you, take a small portion of food and let your veggies be plenty.
Yeah.
Let it be more. So balance your diet. Yes, I know some people say, no, I take cod liver oil. Oh no, I take supplements. I take folic acid. I take B complex. I take sulfate. Those are chemicals. You can find these things in your veggies. You can find them even in your food, in your fruit, some type of food. So you have to read up. It's all there. Know the food that will help you for your bones, especially for young people. Because I noticed that some of us that grow old, you see, okay, take her example, okay, 10 old, she's 50 something.
Yeah, she doesn't look it.
Yeah, and what she does, some people in their 40s cannot even do it. And I know sometimes the gene also helps, but food, what they eat also matters. So those things, they are food that helps your bone, that helps you with your blood pressure, that helps you with detoxifying, that helps you reduce the amount of fat your body stores and you become fat. Or I used to say something, if you have big belly, see, you do not kill anybody, you just have a big tummy, but you still have to watch it. Anyways, I think I'll stop at that so that both of you can have the floor. What else do you want to add?
What I would contribute to what you said is on body size. Women need to be very cautious
of their body
weight.
size.
They really need to. You would find a very young lady watching herself go fat. You see, even when you see a fat lady, you know that she saw herself getting to that level of being so fat. So you have to check yourself properly every month. You could get a personal scale to check your weight or use your dresses. For me, I use my dress. If I notice that this dress is becoming tighter than it used to be, I would know there's something wrong and quickly I adjust myself. Like you mentioned, Kate Enshon, she gyms, she works out. You can also do that as well as a young girl. You are 25, 23, a Gen Z, and you're looking 30. Why? Someone tell me why. So you need to work out, you need to watch your weight, eat the right food, don't eat junks too much. Like she said, eat more fruits and vegetables. Yeah.
Although I would like to even help some of the Gen Zs that are fat. Some of them, literally, it's not even what they eat. Some of them, it's just their body type. Some children that do not know, especially the parents growing up, they do not know that you as a child can be stressed. And when you're stressed, they tend to eat under stress. And eating under stress, your body type, if you have that kind of body, you get big. When you're relaxed, when you're eating all the good things of life, you're traveling, you're relaxed, you tend to trim. But once you're stressed and you eat, you add up. There are people like that. And sometimes, again, aside from that one, there are some persons that is with age, they get trim. It's just body type. But when you know you were slim, my sister, and you started adding, then it's your fault.
Even though you know the type of body you have.
For me, childbearing can make you.
Oh, yes, true.
So you could be a very tiny person. And then bringing children to the world. You see yourself start expanding. So, but how do you maintain that? It's a real thing. So how do you maintain that? You exercise. We talked about Kate Enshon. Kate Enshon does a lot and a lot of exercise. What I don't think our age mates can do. Yes, so for Gen Zs, for women generally,
don't even go too far. What I cannot do, I can't do it.
The other day I was in a party with her. She was rolling, she was dancing, she was pulling me. I said, "No, try and leg the pain. Don't go."
Oh no, she knows how to vibe.
For women, once you start bringing in children to the world, you have to watch what you eat. You don't just relax and say. I mean, I see so many women when they get married and start getting children, they start tying wrapper on their chest.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not taking care of themselves anymore. They're not wearing
They're
what they
attractive.
wore when their husband met
I'm
them.
literally giving them the bombastic side. Like, why? Why do
Why
that
do
to
you do that?
yourself?
So don't do that to yourself. Watch what you eat, exercise, and try to maintain that your body that your husband saw.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So, how many times as a young woman have you decided? I'm asking myself to hit the gym. Okay, so I did not know this topic was going to come up today.
Okay.
I told someone who said, I want to come visit you tomorrow, Saturday morning. I said, welcome, I'm going to the gym. So kudos to me. I am hitting the gym tomorrow.
Okay.
Nice. Nice. That's beautiful. Well, I'm not doing the gym. Let me even confess. Monday, I try to be a good girl, right? And I do some squats, some just run to the gates, like the other lady on set last week said. I'm still feeling pain in my thigh. And if are telling me to go to the gym, really?
It's not just even the healthy aspect of sport. The good thing about squatting is it gives you this BBL they go to do for free.
Yeah.
My sister.
If you can consistently, I tell you,
my sister.
Well, it's very difficult, even for me.
Excuse me?
It's difficult.
10 times in the morning,
you squat
10
and your thighs
times
are
in the
aching.
evening. I do it in my bedroom. When I wake up after prayers, that's the first thing I do. I squat. Okay, so the BBL everybody's looking for, you're doing it.
Wait, what type of squat? Because the squats that I did, the one that I saw them doing, and I was like, okay, this is how they do it. And I did, I think for about 10 minutes. Sister, my legs, my legs are on fire right now.
Yes, if you use
once
to
your
it,
body
you get
system
easy,
gets
but
you
before
to
you
it,
get
the
there,
day you don't do it, you feel it.
I'll
that
pass.
you didn't do it. So for
I'll
me,
pass.
that is the only thing that I know I have, taught myself and my body how to do. I wake up in the morning, I pray, and I squat. I get back home before I take my evening shower, I squat 10 times. I don't need to do for like 10 minutes. I count 10 times, okay, that's okay for me. The next evening, 10 times, that's okay for me. And I know, you all know, I have the BBL.
yes, but you can see it.
I have the BBL thing.
Okay, maybe because of that one. Maybe I beg, please, you push knock him. Let me get out of this pain first, and maybe I'll continue again.
So if you don't do it, the pain continues. If
I know.
you take you to malaria, you start treating malaria. So to stop that pain is to continue. You just have to, even if it's starting 5 times in a day, just counting 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh wow!
The next day 5. Before you know, you start increasing it. Anyway.
That is you. They are just both of us now. We're talking exercise. You're quiet. Which one are you doing?
No. I don't have an issue with working out.
Okay.
Personally, I do work out when I wake up and at night. But squatting is always an issue for me.
Yeah.
My
the
thighs is aching.
Yeah. It aches. It aches a whole lot. Please.
It aches.
God help us all. Anyways, on this note, I think we should be, but we still have time. But we should be wrapping up. So I'll leave us with this. The rest of these things that we need to know that young ladies we often overlook is like we already talked about physical exercise. Then there's also the place of skin care routine. See, even if you're using your coconut oil, use the good one. Use the very good one. It still works. If you have coconut oil, mixing it with honey or turmeric, I don't know, all those things you people mix and you call it natural stuff, fine. If you want to use it very well. But once in a while, you have to go to the spa. You have to have a facials. You have to do your pedicure. You have to do your manicure. It is very, very important. Not that you're shaking someone and your hand feels like, like you lift stuff like men. Men is excusable, but I've seen some men that even still have soft palms. You can actually make that soft. Then your feet under your leg. There are some people, if they use that Achilles, I think it's Achilles heel, if they use it to hit you, you will miss road. It's very strong. You need to go for pedicure and manicure. It is very important. And your face too is the first thing that we see. Sometimes we first see your attire, but we now look up to the face. Who is this person wearing this? So you have to make sure you take care of your face. It's very important. And don't always wear makeup. I know it looks like we are makeup. I'm the one with the makeup actually. They don't have much makeup on their face. But trust me, I know how to do my face. But if you know you're someone that likes makeup, make sure it goes very, very light. Some days, no makeup day. Protect your face. It's very good. Anyways.
I want to talk about the hair.
Okay.
You see some women with natural hair. You want to just sit them down and cut off the hair. I do not understand. If you cannot maintain
natural hair,
don't go for it. It makes you look older, makes you look dirty, and makes you look rough. Natural hair is beautiful.
Very.
You can maintain it. But I hear people say it's very expensive.
Very expensive to maintain.
So if you know you can't afford it, you can't maintain it, please don't go for natural hair. And we also have some women that wears braids, and they will wear this braid for like 3 months, 4 months, and you get close to them, they're smelling. If you must keep such braids for a long time, please go wash them in the salon. Visit the salon, washing braids, I don't think will cost much. Just wash it, dry it, and come out, smelling very fresh.
Yeah, I think for those that put on wigs, their cornrows are always very, very rough. If some ladies take off their wigs right now.
No, don't go.
Oh,
my goodness. I think
she's also guilty of it sometimes.
I do not sometimes.
Yeah.
My reason is because I'm busy.
Yeah, no time.
To go do
but some people, they have the time, but they will just not.
Don't tell you, I wear wig on.
Yeah.
And then again, I hear some people, women that talks about wig says, dry your wigs. Because the wig smell, you have heat under it. So when you get back home, put it out, the sun, or if it's night, you go back home, put it under the fan, so it could blow it dry. But some women, they just throw it there. Sometimes they forget it in the car, forget it in the bag, and they wake up in the next morning, brush it. So when you get close to them,
it's smelling. Yes. No, please, let's
imagine
protect
having
ourselves.
a stressful day and on your way back home, you perceive a very bad smell. It's very offensive. So please try to take care of yourself. Help us. Please help for our sake.
Let us help us to help ourselves.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so much. Anyway, so we've come to the end of the show. We'll be joining you pretty soon on the Buzz. We'll talk about what's trending and buzzing on social media. I hope we're able to give you the best amazing tips ever to stay young and stay healthy while maintaining a good mental health. So I'll be seeing you on the Buzz. My name is Just Blossom. Do have a beautiful day for yourself. Bye for now.
See you on the Buzz by 12 p.m. I'm excited. It's Thank God It's Friday on the Buzz. My name is Patricia Olunibigwa. See you soon.
Thank you so much for joining us on Women's Corner. My name is Gratitude Imo for the